Hello, hi, how are you? Today I have for you another Tote Box review. I didn't do my last one just because I honestly, quarantine messes with the mind and I honestly just couldn't get any motivation to do it. But I just got my newest one, and so we're gonna go over what is in it, and yeah, at the end I'm also gonna give my thoughts now that I've been doing the tote for quite a few boxes. I kind of want to give my thoughts on how I'm feeling about it. Also, I'm so sorry about my nails. Okay, let's start. Let's begin with the tops. So the first one that we have is from the brand Sabi or Sabier. I don't know. It's a cute little polka dot number. It's a very kind of sheer material with some really fun kind of like pseudo puff sleeves that have a little bit of elastic stuff going on them. It is made out of, let's see, 99% polyester and 1% spandex, and so yeah, it's very stretchy. Could fit a range of sizes. I went and got the size small. That was what Tote recommended to me based off of my size measurements. So yeah, it's great. It's very nice. The length is good because I tend to wear very high-waisted pants and I like to tuck things in, and so this is actually a very good length. I don't know if it's necessarily my style. When I do polka dots, I prefer like a more randomized polka dot, and this one, as you can see, is just very gridded and very measured out, and so it's not necessarily my favorite kind, but I do actually really like the sleeves. I love a puffy sleeve, but they always make me look so broad-chested, and so, wait, no, that's not the right word, broad-shouldered. They always make me look really broad-shouldered, and so I kind of stay away from them. But I do like this because it kind of gives you the puff around the top of your arm and then it cinches back at it, as opposed to giving you all the volume up here and then cinching. And I don't know, it just gives you a much better shape in my opinion if you're worried about your shoulders looking very like wide. Ooh, very wide. So this is the first item. Lovely. So when I originally ordered this Tote, we were having like 80-degree sunny days, and so I picked items based on that weather. But now in North Carolina we have a tornado coming up from Florida. Tornado, a hurricane. So it is now 50 degrees and pouring down rain, which is why I'm in a giant sweater today. So I don't know how much wear we'll actually get out of these items. I can layer them up, but you know. The next item is actually this really fun tank top. This is also from Sabier. Yeah, it is. And it's also small. So I really do love, there's this great kind of scalloping going on the bottom, but it's a weird scallop because it's not like super round. It has like a little bit of a point to it, so it's like an aggressive scallop, I guess. I love the color, and you'll notice in the dress that I got, it is also very similar to this color, so I'm obviously in a mood. But yeah, I really love it. My only qualm with it is that it is kind of long, and so it would most likely be tucked into something, so I would kind of lose the fun detailing on the bottom by tucking it in. Just as someone that is like 5'3" and is always trying to elongate my legs because I have a longer torso, I very rarely wear jeans that are low-rise enough for this to really show. These jeans are probably my lowest rise. And as you can see, they're still probably considered a mid and not a low. And this would maybe, I might let it hang over, but probably not, because I hate the way shirts look when you have them like pulled over the waistband of your pants. Ooh, it bothers me so much. Like, just on myself. If someone else can do it, like, props to you, but I can't do it. It really freaks me out. That's a little dramatic, but it bothers me, and so I personally don't do it. So while I do love the color and I do love the neckline of this, I am sad that I'm kind of losing the fun detailing on the bottom of it, because I just don't really wear shirts like this like out. Next, this is the last clothing piece we have, is a dress from Ichi. It is kind of a slip dress with a little asymmetrical seam on the bottom, and it is in this kind of like mustard-y, let's see if I can get this to focus. Mustard-y, cheetah print. It's like that print that everyone was really into in like 2010 when you went to like Francesca's and things like that, if you know what I mean. However, I do think that the print doesn't bother me. I'm pretty picky on prints. And this one doesn't read so gimmicky to me. When I first saw it, I actually didn't even realize what the print was, and then I pulled it out of the box. I was like, oh, okay. So it has adjustable straps, which is great. Anything that's like a spaghetti strap, you pretty much always want to make sure that there is adjustable straps, just because like otherwise you'll be constantly having to deal with it. And it also has a lining on the inside, so it's not going to be see-through, which is really good. It's nice. However, it does make for that really annoying kind of slip situation when you're putting the dress on, where like you have to like shimmy the slip down and like pull it out from underneath it and then pull the dress on top of it. But the slip is stretchy, so it's not one of those slips that's like the dress would fit you but the slip doesn't. I don't know if anyone else has had that issue where like the slip doesn't go over your hips even though the dress would, and so it's just like one of the most frustrating things. And then I'll show you when I do the little try on my issues with this dress. I always struggle with slip dresses. I've always wanted to wear a slip dress, but they just don't work for me because they're so straight cut that my hips will always catch on them. I did find a way to style this one even with the catching, and it looks okay. But yeah, it's just the struggle of a pear-shaped life. So here it is. And then, so this month, I'm not entirely sure, I don't know if they had a promo or if they changed their like tiers of things, but I got to pick 3 jewelry pieces and 3 clothing items. Usually I was just getting 2 and 3. So I don't know why that changed. Okay, so the first piece of jewelry that I have the little card in here to tell me what the brand is, is the Ava Balloon Dog studs. So they are very cute little stud earrings. They very much remind me of Jeff Koons. So here's one of the studs on. Yeah, I think they're pretty cute. I really do like them. I'm not a huge stud person. Actually, I've had my ears pierced since I was 11 or so, and I very rarely wore earrings because I did not like the way they looked on me. And recently I've been wearing more like dangly earrings and they have felt a lot better, and I really enjoy wearing those. I know it's a very strange thing, but I was very picky. But these are fun little studs. We'll try them. So then we have the Soul Society Blue Agate studs. I was on a stud kick. I guess I was like, let's give them a try again. These are very nice. They're like a very lovely kind of gray, blue agate stone with some really cute little gold detailing on the, I don't know what it's called. I'm not an earring expert. Yeah, I do like that they kind of hang down below the lobe a little bit, so they're not total studs, like they're still like giving you some shape. Yeah, they're a little grandma for me, but I could see these working in certain situations. And then finally we have the Cactus and Clover Starburst bracelet. I have not worn a bracelet in who knows how long. I used to wear them all the time. Okay. So here it is. Ooh. I would personally worry that this would fall off. I have pretty small wrists. I mean, I think it's safe, but I'm not totally sure about it. And I also I don't like that. I don't like that it's like moving a lot. I love like dainty little bracelets that have like some little charms, but I would really much rather it be more like that and like kind of staying in one spot as opposed to like all of this jangly mess. So that was kind of a miss for me. So that was my, I don't know, it was one of my boxes for this month of May. So right now they are having a very, very big summer sale. Like like everything is stupid cheap. I did not start this box in order to buy clothing. I started doing it in order to rent clothing and send it back. That way I am purchasing less. Still have yet to see how that goes. But if you are interested in the sale, I will let you know what these pieces are on sale for. So the dress is 81% off. They don't have the original price on here, but it is on sale for $18 for the summer right now. Nope, not that one. The scalloped cami from Sabier is $15. It is 79% off of its original price. I guess they just like assume people aren't gonna do the math on it, but we know how to do math. We're smart. I'm not gonna do it, but if one of you wants to, let me know in the comments what the actual prices were. And then the smock sleeved polka dot top is on sale for $5. That's stupid. And it's 92% off. So I assume that they are trying to just clear out their warehouse in order to get new styles for the coming seasons, which is why they're doing this sale. And I guess if you think about it, they purchase these clothings at wholesale cost, most likely, and then people are paying for the subscriptions. And so they can afford to sell these clothes for so cheap because the clothes have technically already been paid for. So they're just getting like a little extra profit by selling them for $15 and $5 and so on and so forth, which is very smart in my opinion. And then the Cactus and Clover little Starburst bracelet is on sale for $5. It's 80% off. The Ava Balloon Dog studs are also on sale for $5, and they are 89% off. I might consider keeping these. So far, the only thing I've kept from this box has been jewelry. I kept a necklace, two necklaces from my first box. So I might consider keeping these. I think they're very fun. Actually, the one item that I did want to keep, I think you guys, it was in my first Le Tote video, the romper that I was in love with, and I saw it was on sale for $5, so I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I'll just go ahead and buy it, and then I looked at it and it was completely sold out in all sizes, so lost our opportunity there, but it's fine, you know, what happens happens. Maybe we didn't need it. And then our last little stud earring, the blue lace agate stud from Soul Society, is on sale for $11, and it is 61% off. That is my Le Tote. This was the 4th or 5th box that I've received from them. My current thoughts on Le Tote. I still super love everything they do with regards to allowing me to rent clothing, to try out new styles, to kind of step outside my comfort zone while not having to purchase items. I do still really like that. I will say though that I have really struggled when picking new boxes, finding items that are in my style. And what I mean by that is that I think Le Tote is very much geared towards older women, more so people that are like in the workplace, probably need more business casual or business attire. And so I find the pieces to be a little bit more matronly than I would personally like. And that's nothing wrong with that, like I totally understand, and that is probably more so the demographic of people that would afford or could afford to do a box like this. However, I think that people my age, I'm 24, are really into having less of an environmental impact with our clothing, and so I really hope that with this kind of warehouse clear out that they're doing right now, that they maybe look into some more young looking clothes. Like I'm not talking about, you know, Brandy Melville and, you know, the Depop Y2K trends, but I just mean like some sweaters and some like flowier tops that aren't like paisley. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, I've obviously found things. Like, I think their overall section is really fun. There was a sweater that I really wanted to get, and I accidentally took it out of my cart, and then when I put it back in, they didn't have my size anymore. So like, I have been able to find items, but it has been very hard, and it does take me a while to kind of scroll through things, just because the prints and the patterns and some of the fits just feel very matronly to me. And if that's your style, I totally understand it, like, go do you, but I am much more into kind of like the minimalist linen aesthetic with like a little bit of prairie girl mixed in. So, you know, not really a ton of options for me in it. We'll see how the next few boxes go, and hopefully with this, like I said, with this clear out, they kind of find some new pieces to throw into things. I also think probably fall and winter is a lot better for them, just because personally I think it's like a lot easier to just find a big ass cozy sweater and take that. So as opposed to summer, I think people are very particular about what they want to wear in the summer. So that's my thoughts on it. I would still recommend them if you are looking to kind of slow down your buying and your purchasing, just because this kind of does give you that rush of getting new items without the financial, you know, punch, or just like buying clothes and keeping them and then getting rid of them in a month or two. So I would still recommend it, but just be aware it can be a little bit hard to find things to put into your box time after time after time. But yeah, so that's where we are. I hope you guys have a lovely day. I hope wherever you are, you're not having hurricane weather, but if you are, stay inside, put on a cozy sweater, have some coffee. I made myself a lavender latte today with oat milk. It was delicious. And that's all I have for you today. Bye.